Bam, over the last couple games, Spo has said it, you guys have echoed it, that these had to be the most professional approaches with energy and intentionality. You guys checked the box on both of those. How nice, looking back at these 2 wins, is it able to do that this time of year?
Just being able to remain focused. I know it's close to playoff time, but, we got a couple games left, so stay focused, stay locked in until we get there.
I know you don't worry a great deal about it, but let's reverse it. How nice is it getting guys back as you guys need as much as you can get at this juncture in the season?
I mean, definitely great for guys to come back. Healthy bodies, fresh legs, and then obviously it's more voices and it's leadership at all levels.
You look at the upcoming schedule now. I know it's one at a time, but the ante's raised from when playing Portland and Washington to every team you're going to play now. Next 4 desperately searching for seeding. How do you feel about where your team stands going into those games?
We just take it game by game. We can't worry about the next 4. We got to worry about the next 1, and then we move on.
But getting a team there's a different hunger level. Like the Knicks, for example, they could finish in 4 different spots, sort of like you can also. So what's a game like that, versus maybe what you've gone through the last 2?
I mean, both teams got something to lose at the end of the day. So it's gonna be a little more edge. We're not gonna walk in there and just get wins. We got to earn them.
A guy like Terry, it seems like maybe when there's not as much energy either in the building or from the team that you need, it seems like he's the kind of guy who's always on. You sort of get that feeling the way he sparked you early, 20 points first half, and just sort of got things going and back in gear.
Yeah, that's what he's here for. He's not here to do anything else but, be that spark, be that light when we need him. And obviously he runs the team well and keeps stealing my rebounds, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
He said the opposite. Thank you.
First of all, just kind of walk us through the process of getting back. There's a lot of mystery around the syndrome, and if you go do, Dr. MD stuff and try to learn what it is, it felt like there might have been a longer run for you to get back, but what a nice way to get back.
Syndrome can be misleading. But yeah, I guess that's the medical name for whatever was going on. But just trying to do everything I can to get back on the floor. Obviously, I pride myself on being out there and being available, so just doing whatever I could to get back.
Was there ever concern that it would be longer than this, or was there a plan in place from the beginning that would get you back a little quicker?
There's definitely concern. It was an issue that had kind of built up over time a little bit, so trying to be smart about managing it, and when I do come back, I want to try to stay back, not have to be in and out, develop some continuity in that sense.
Going back to Friday night, connected to this game, suppose use terms, like intentionality and energy, and then building from that very minutely from possessions to quarters to game. I'm sure you've heard it all. Yeah. That being said, how nice is it that these 2 results reflect that intention?
Yeah, this time of year, really just about finding a way to win. So obviously looked different than the other night, but nonetheless, winning on the road in the NBA is hard, and it's a dangerous, good young team, so it's good to get it.
How good did it feel after being off on those first 2 to start the second half, boom, boom, and get that rhythm back and see him, just like you always say, just see him go through? Yeah,
always nice to see him go through. Good to get a couple to go.
The schedule coming up, I know it's one at a time, but it's sort of a step up in competition from Portland and tonight to New York, and then the big Sixers game, Houston desperate, and of course then Indiana. Do you feel your team is well positioned now where you are and how you're playing to go into a stretch like this?
Yeah, we whoever's available and ready to go, we always feel like we have enough. So obviously you want to try to get guys back and just get as healthy as possible just so you have options. But yeah, we're excited for the stretch. We're going to embrace it.
It seemed at the start there might not have been as much energy throughout the lineup, and that you really tried to energize. Did you just sort of set out there to sort of, hey, let's get us going and bring in an instant energy to get the guys going?
It kind of just got to be my job night in, night out, just trying to bring us energy. We know how important every game is, from this point on, and, just trying to, control what I can control and go out there and play hard. Everything else will take care of itself.
Coach said even after the game, he knew it would take time. An adjustment is an adjustment no matter what, but he could sense that you're really coming along in that adjustment and growing more comfortable. Do you feel that when you're on the court?
Yeah, I definitely do. And you know, these group of guys are special to play with. You know, they always allow me to be myself. You know, remind me and the coaches. So you know, I'm just thankful to be playing with these guys, and you know, just trying to look forward to for things to keep getting better.
How much fun is it to be in a playoff race?
It's great. It's great. I mean, you know how my last 4 years went. So just to be in this position, to be competing, and to be in an important spot it means a lot.
With all due respect to the Blazers and the Wizards, your next four are against the Knicks, the Sixers, the Rockets are coming on, that huge game against Indiana. How do you feel about where your team is, and how do you feel about going into this week?
It'll be the best to assimilate for how the playoffs is going to be. This is a great 4-game stretch, but we got to take it one game at a time. I think the Knicks we play next, we got to worry about that when they get that one at home and protect home court.
You feel this team is now up to the moment, the way it's been playing the last few, won 6 out of the last 9?
Yeah, I think we all feel that way. You know, obviously it's tough to win in this league. It's going to be every game not going to be easy. Like you show it tonight, but we feel like we can make our push, and we will make our push.
How are you feeling physically? We got to note that you might have been dealing with a knee, but then I look down and you're right there, back out on the floor. Is it something that you got to monitor and make sure you get treatment, but can play through?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get treatment regardless. You know, it's just something. Just being a professional, take care of your body, but just a little discomfort. I'm good.
Looks like it.
Yeah, for sure.
My man, appreciate the time.
Thank you. Appreciate you.